It is about 9 o'clock in the morning now, and I think we're going to call it quits. We ended up seeing porcupine, a fisher, and a big doe. And the doe did not walk in front of any of my GoPros, so did not kill it. But we'll be back after him this afternoon. And maybe I'll shoot a doe this afternoon. We will see what happens. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to throw some trail camera videos at the end of this for everybody. And I'm going to answer a bunch of your questions at the end of this too. When I get home, I'll answer them for everybody. So, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, folks, I was walking out of the woods, and look what I found. Nice shed. Chewed on a little bit by the squirrels, but otherwise it's still in pretty good shape. See if I can find the other one laying around here somewhere. Right under this big pine tree. Probably walked by this thing 20 times already. Sweet. Nathan Chapman said, "I do not want to start an argument at all. That is not my point. But he doesn't look like any more than a 3-year-old 8-point. Maybe I just had a bad camera angle. I don't know." You're right. It is only a 3.5-year-old. He's talking about the buck that I call Ghost. He's the deer that I hunted on the past couple hunts. He is only a 3.5-year-old 8-point, but around here, that's one of our bigger deer. And I wish we could let 3.5-year-olds walk around here, but you just can't. I mean, 2.5-year-old 8-points, I'll let walk all day long. But at this point, I hope maybe someday in the future that we'll be able to let those 3.5-year-old bucks walk. But right now, that's not the time. So he is indeed a deer that I'm going to shoot. Hi from New Zealand. Do you get a refund on your unused tags at the end of the season, or do you lose your money? Nope, you do not get any refund. You get the deer tag, and that's your tag, whether you shoot a deer or not. Saron Choop, or Chope, I don't know how you say his name, says, "At least you have time to hunt. What kind of camera are you rolling?" I am using the Canon HFR 700. It's a super cheap camera, and it works great for what I do. It's as I said, it's cheap. I don't have to worry about, dropping this camera in a mud puddle and frying it. I can just go get it. It's not like a $1,000 camera. So that's the camera I use. When you all cut corn, do you dump it on top of your rolled grass and let it mix for a flavorful treat for feeding your dairy cows? We do that here in Kentucky, says the grass gangsters. Nope, we just have corn silage and hay silage. There's no mixing of it, other than sometimes when they get fed, they mix. M. Miles asks, how many hours do you normally stay at a stand, or stay in the stand? It really just depends on time of year. There's times, first week of November when the rut's in, I'll try to stay there as long as I possibly can. I'm not a guy that can sit there all day long. I get too antsy, and it's hard for me to sit there that long. But this time of year, I only sit 3-4 hours, you're right. But when the rut comes around, I try to sit as long as I can. Donald Strange says, Cliff, can we buy Kill 'Em Outdoors hats and t-shirts and stickers yet? Not yet, but the old lady's working on that. And how long do you think, babe?
Probably within a week.
Within a week? Whoa, that's soon.
Mm-hmm. Waiting on you.
Jack Graff asks, do pigeons taste good? Absolutely. They're actually just like a dove. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. And Chris Kahn asks, can you track the banded pigeons like you can waterfowl? To a sense you can. The government doesn't ban the pigeons. They're actually individual people that ban these pigeons, and a lot of them do have a tracking number and letters that you can track them as to what pigeon group actually banded them. Like that last banded pigeon I shot was from Syracuse, New York. American Rebels asked, I don't do much bird hunting. What's the big deal about the banded pigeon? It's really not, a big deal, but for hunters that hunt pigeons, it's just kind of like a trophy. as is a band on a duck or goose you put on your lanyard for pigeon hunters. It's kind of the same deal. It's just kind of like a trophy for a pigeon hunter. What kind of tree stand do you use? I use all different types. I really enjoy sitting in the 2-man stands you get from Walmart. They're super cheap, they're comfortable, and I feel safe. And then actually my favorite stand to sit in is my climber. It's the most comfortable. It's a Maristep climber, and I use it all the time. I love it. EO0720 asks, what part of PA is your buddy hunting in? He hunts near Corey, Pennsylvania, which is in Erie County. So it's kind of the northwestern portion of Pennsylvania. The Moose 1829 said, hey, I love your camera mount. How do you mount it on a bow hanger? Where'd you find that, if you don't mind me asking? I just buy them straight from Amazon. Muddy makes it, and they're only $25 and they work great for my small cameras. Farmer Brown 1985 asked, what is the name of your farm? Our farm's just called Bailey Farms. Nothing too exciting. Donald Strange asks, how can we get Kill 'em Hots? Or, he asked that already. I told you that answer. Can you make a video of what you take with you from Adam Thompson? I can do that, just like what I have in my, what I carry with my book bag. No problem. Danny Starlipper asked, when are you and Kaylee getting married?
There's a doe out.
Oh yeah. I'll show you the deer out in front of us right now. We're just gonna try to make it through college, and if she can still handle me in real life, then we'll see what happens. How many acres do you have on your farm? We have around 600 acres on our farm, but that's not all just woods. Obviously, we have a lot of tillable acreage, in other words, fields and stuff. Gary Pack asked, do you ever hunt with handguns? Me personally, no. Of course, I've shot some woodchucks with my handguns, but I've never actually hunted anything with them. That doe's about walking inside my ground blind down there. Is your Demolition Outdoors asks, is your property near Sodus, New York? I don't think so. I've never heard of Sodus, New York, so I don't think it is. 585 Outdoors asks, if you were able to plant one food plot, what would it be? It would definitely 100% without a doubt be brassica. You can't beat it for around here. Mark M. Miles asked, do you stop deer hunting during the first week of duck season, or do you split it up? It just depends. If we have a good field to hunt, or if deer hunted enough where I'm going to enjoy waterfowl hunting more, then I'll waterfowl hunt. Do you ever hunt geese in Russell near Warren, Pennsylvania? From Xander, Israel? Nope. Never hunted over there. And that's going to do it on the questions. I appreciate everybody asking questions. I'm going to continue to answer them for everybody. Hopefully we have a big fat doe walk out in front of one of these GoPros and I let her have it tonight. We've already got deer in the food plot down here.